Hello Pisces, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. Alright, we're going to get these shuffled up and see what is going on for you, Pisces. What do we have going on for Pisces in love, please? All right, Pisces, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, we have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Cups. You have the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck, influencing the situation. So let's take a look at this, Pisces. I'm going to look at it real quick and then we'll go over everything together. When I started putting the cards out, a song started playing in my mind. As soon as the Six of Cups came out, it's by City and Color and it's called The Way It Used to Be. And that's the song that started playing in my mind, and it's a story about somebody who, you know, spends their whole life kind of waiting for somebody to come back or wishing for a specific person to come back. It's a very good song if you guys want to go check it out, but that's what came up, The Way It Used to Be. We have the Five of Pentacles in the recent past. Pisces, I don't know if you had to walk away from somebody or if somebody had to walk away from you. You know what it kind of feels like to me, Pisces? Don't mind the background noise. My cats are just playing with something. The Five of Pentacles to me can be a card sometimes that represents lack. And the Eight of Cups as well. You have both of those kind of coming out right next to each other here. The Five of Pentacles can be a card of lack. And the Eight of Cups, he's walking away here because there is a cup missing. And the cups in the tarot are symbolic for, you know, our emotions. So it kind of indicates that there is some kind of emotional component missing. And that's why he's having to kind of pull back, or that's why he's having to kind of walk away here. So for some of you, Pisces, there could have been a situation, a connection, where something has been lacking for a while. Maybe you just were not getting what you wanted or needed from the connection. It could have caused a lot of stress. It could have caused a lot of worry. Now, whether this is you pulling back or whether this is you fully walking away, maybe you're just kind of, you know, matching their energy for a while. For others of you, it could have been, you know, maybe this person is the one that walked away because you kind of stopped putting in what you've put in before because things were the same way for such a long time, right? So just take it how it applies for your situation. But I do feel the overall message, whether it, you know, the details of who walked away, you know, but I think the overall message here is that something has been missing. Something has been lacking here. And I don't feel like it's for a lack of trying, especially with that Emperor there. Like, I feel like you did what you could do on your end to make something work. Some of you could have felt like that was something you were doing by yourself, especially with this Nine of Cups energy here. You could have felt like you were the one, you know, the only one doing that here. Now, I see the Queen of Cups here as your challenge. To me, this indicates that, You know, some things are just easier said than done. And even if you do feel like something is the right thing to do, doesn't necessarily make it the easy thing to do, right? And the Queen of Cups could indicate that maybe you're a little in your feelings right now. Maybe you're really missing somebody right now. Maybe you're just missing the way something used to be, you know, with that energy. Because I see in your conscious thoughts, you have the Six of Cups. So there's a lot of thinking about the past here. There's a lot of thinking about, you know, the way it used to be, or there's a lot of times thinking back when things were different, maybe when you were getting what you needed. Maybe there was some kind of shift here, Pisces, where, you know, at one point things were, you know, somebody was putting in more time, more effort, more energy. Things felt different. And I think they haven't been that way for a while. And so some of you could be reflecting on that. Like, when did something shift? When did something change here? What changed? Why? And just thinking back to the way that it used to be. It definitely could be, you know, a little triggering, could be in your feelings. For some of you, I'm getting there's something specific that could be kind of bringing this up for you, right? Now, whether that is like a Facebook memory or a, you know, a photo you come across, a song you hear on the radio, a place you drive by. I definitely feel like for some of you there could be something that you know, kind of triggers some of this. You know, maybe you're not walking around just in your feelings all the time about it, but something comes up and, you know, it kind of takes you back to that space. But I do think with that Six of Cups in your conscious thoughts, it does kind of indicate that, you know, you're thinking about the past quite a bit, the moments that you shared, maybe the good times and the bad times here. In your subconscious, so kind of like what's driving you that you may not consciously be aware of, you have the Nine of Cups. I do feel like you're trying your best to kind of focus on yourself, take care of yourself, pour into your cup, focus on maybe the things that you do have around you, your friends, your family, the things that light you up. But I also do feel like there is a part of you that is wishing for a specific outcome with this person, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I do feel like between that, though, you know, it kind of indicates that there is still a part of you holding on. Maybe it's holding on to what, you know, hopes. But between that energy and the Six of Cups energy, it does kind of feel like we're taking the past and bringing it or keeping it into the present, right? Because we're thinking about it a lot. That's keeping it in our energy. We're going to take a look moving forward here. And you guys have in your near future, you do have the Wheel of Fortune. And I think this is one that I want to clarify. Some of you, maybe you're feeling this person's energy more than normal. That could be part of what is bringing it up. Maybe it's not a specific picture or song or memory. Maybe it's like all of a sudden you're really intensely feeling their energy. And it's like, okay, well, where is this coming from? In the near future, I do see some kind of shift taking place here. It does feel a little unexpected. It definitely does feel a little unexpected. And it's clarified with the Nine of Wands, which can be an energy of like not wanting to give up on something, wanting to kind of keep going. But it is also an energy that says, I'm a little guarded, I'm a little distrusting. You know, because he has been through so much, that's why he's called the Wounded Warrior. Because he's been through so much, he's a little bit distrusting. He's kind of always on the lookout. He's kind of anticipating something working out like it has in the past because that's been his experience. So I do feel like even though there is a part of you that is missing this person and a part of you that does want this, I also feel like there's a part of you that's like, you know, there's a little bit of hesitation there because it's like, man, I kind of do want to try again, but I also don't want to experience what I've experienced in the past in a negative context, right? Like wanting to get back to, and maybe that's where that the way it used to be comes in both sense, right? It's like I want to if it's going to be the way it used to be in a good context, but I don't want to if it's going back to the way it used to be, you know, and where everything was lacking, when things shifted here. Now, this person's energy is showing up here as the Four of Swords. So let's take a look at that. We have the Six of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles. And I'm glad that we decided to clarify this because, oh, I see the Page of Cups here at the bottom with that. Lovely. Because I was a little, typically the Four of Swords to me can represent a period of silence and maybe separation, no communication. Definitely can be an energy of reflection. And that's how I feel like it's resonating more, because to me that doesn't go too well with that Wheel of Fortune energy. But clarifying it, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles is an energy of really trying to analyze a situation and decide, okay, is this something that I should invest more energy into or not? Do I think that if we do this, this, and this, we can make this work? Especially with that Six of Wands, you know, trying to there. It's like a lot of reflection from this person on what you guys can do to make something successful this time, or to overcome your previous obstacles. And you do go from this 5 to this 6 energy, so there is some kind of, you know, progression, and it does kind of indicate overcoming those previous challenges. And with that Seven of Pentacles, with that Four of Swords, to me this definitely indicates that somebody's spent a lot of time thinking about this. Somebody's been thinking about, you know, should we try again? And how do we make it work this time? How do we make something different than what it was? And it's feeling like somebody is finding some kind of breakthrough with that, or at least, you know, all the thinking that they have done on it has kind of paid off, because to me this definitely looks like then somebody goes from that energy to, okay, I'm moving towards you now. And then with that Page of Cups here, wow, and then Judgment card right under that, and the Three of Cups, that's amazing. Especially with the Three of Cups being your potential outcome. Now, the Page of Cups can definitely be communication, maybe an apology as well. The Judgment card can talk about reconciliation. It can talk about resurrecting something that was thought to be lost. But it's also a card of, you know, a major realization, having some kind of breakthrough, making a major decision when it comes to a connection, which really goes with that Four of Swords, Six of Wands, and Seven of Pentacles energy. And even here with the Page of Cups, you can see that there is a little fish in the cup next to all this water. I feel like this person is like, you know what? People like Pisces don't come around too often. Connections like I had with Pisces don't come around too often, and I don't want to see that slip away. I want to try again. And it does look to me that there is potential here for some reconciliation if that is something that you guys are wanting. That is showing up as the potential outcome. Now, this could be getting together, spending time together, talking things over, just hanging out. But it definitely looks like reconciliation is something that this person has been really thinking about, and is what their intention is with this communication. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling personal readings, Patreon, the tarot course, all that stuff is in the description box below for you. If you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.